Welcome to day 72 of Savage Cash, here with me, Suppoman. And day 72 is where the consecutive run of podcast ends, unfortunately, because today, in fact, in an hour's time, I'm going to be on my way to the airport, so I can't stop long. But I just wanted really to round off what has happened over, the last week, okay? So in the last week, Masternode coins were the hottest thing, okay? And if we have a look on Bittrex, there's still the remnants of the Masternode coin making its impact on the markets. We've still got Syndicate, kind of one of the highest volume traded coins in the last 24 hours. However, it has lost a significant amount of support. It's lost a significant amount of value. Okay, and I guess what this really highlights is a lot of what I was saying yesterday. Basically, masternodes were the trend of the moment. Just like ICOs have been the trend for the last kind of 3 weeks on the markets, in the cryptocurrency community. And in the last week, it has been masternode coins, particularly one masternode coin. This one, Chaincoin, which as you can see today, well, yesterday it was at $6.60. Today it's lost, basically 2/3 of its value. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say this was representative of the coin completely crashing and burning, because it's the weekend, and in the weekend, people are doing stuff, people are doing their day-to-day lives. In the week, that's business time. In the weekend, it's less business time. I haven't been doing any trading today. I am not going to be doing any trading. But I did go on my group earlier and let people know that the prices of everything were going down, and it's because it's the weekend. Now, although, as I've said to you, the best time to buy will be the end of July, before the 1st of August. The last week of July will be the best time to buy, approximately, anyway. It's intended to be. Whether it is or not is another matter. But things can happen. Things can happen in the community which will inflate the prices of coins. Like last week, everything was dropping. Come the beginning of the week, everything was still dropping, and then some guy at a conference put up a buy Bitcoin sign, and everybody was raving about it. The communities were all over it, and everything went up. But if it hadn't done that, everything would have continued possibly to free fall. So, all I will say really is that what a coin needs to survive long term is 2 things. It needs a great platform, founders, technology, all of that kind of thing, what it stands for, and it needs a community, okay? If one or other fails, the coin fails, okay? So, with the case of these Masternode coins, what temporarily made this jump, 100 times, even maybe 1,000 times from its value from last week, was the community, okay? Now, yes, there are some good things about Chaincoin, the wallet, the personal banking element, but really it was the community that drove this. We had High on Coins. He developed this community, he developed this movement, which essentially drove this coin. This coin was languishing in no man's land, in limbo. Nobody was talking about Chaincoin. Chaincoin was nowhere to be seen. And then High on Coins picked it up. He got masternodes. He got a community. And it pumped up the coin. So community is so strong. And a big reason why Syndicate did so well temporarily and then failed was because of community again. So, why people took on Syndicate is because of Masternode coins being trendy. So I went online a few days ago and I talked about Masternode coins, and all of a sudden everybody was finding a Masternode coin to get behind and try and replicate what was happening with Chaincoin. Especially because, what happened with Chaincoin, people didn't get in early enough. They were resentful. It was happening in my own community, which you can join, obviously, by going to the Cryptocurrency Investment Course 2017. And this is a growing community. There's over 6,000 people. And within this community, was a sub-community of people that hadn't gotten involved in Chaincoin, or were involved in Chaincoin as well, and wanted to pump the next kind of Chaincoin. And they looked at Syndicate as being that next chain coin. Okay. But the community went behind this, not because there was a strong belief, but because of what happened with Chaincoin. Okay, so there was a community, but the belief wasn't strong enough. And that is evident because, you know, last night, especially in my community and all over the place, even in my YouTube comments, people were looking for the next one. And if we go back to Bittrex, you can see, you know, monetary unit, that's gone up. Bitsend, that's gone up. Transfer coin's gone down. But monetary unit and Bitsend are two of many cryptocurrencies that people, Masternode cryptocurrencies, that people have tried to get behind and make some savage cash with. But the community is just not strong enough. I mean, even with monetary unit, it's only really worth getting in this to cash out in the not too distant future. You know, with Chaincoin, this lasted a while because there was a strong belief and a strong community. With the other Masternode coins, there isn't as big a belief. There's a community, but there isn't as big a belief because a lot of them are fickle. A lot of them went straight from Syndicate to monetary unit. Now, that's not necessarily happening with Chaincoin. They're committed to Chaincoin, and they're going for it with Chaincoin. It has since kind of collapsed a little bit, but then it's the weekend. But the fact of the matter is that belief wasn't strong enough. And also, with Chaincoin, although it's got a Masternode, it's not necessarily a coin that people are speaking widely of as the next big thing. You know, people are saying, oh, we can get this up to 100, we get this up to 200, we get up to 600, blah, blah, blah. But when we're looking at serious, strong coins, we are looking at the Stratuses of this world, the IOTAs, the Economize, the Steams, the Antshares, the EOSes. These are strong coins. They satisfy step one. Strong coin, strong platform, great name behind it. EOS has Dan Larimer, the guy behind BitShares and Steam. And, you know, if you've got a strong name behind the coin, as well as a strong coin, you've satisfied part one, then you need the community. And the thing is that if you don't have both, then you don't really have a long-term coin. That is why, when it comes to trading on cryptocurrency, the best way to make savage cash is by having a strong coin and a strong community, because that will outlast the trends. It will. You know, I came on board yesterday saying, oh yeah, how to make savage cash with Masternodes. And people all of a sudden get on my YouTube and they go, oh, you made me lose money, Suppoman. I'm not responsible for anybody's, you know, lack of profit or anybody's losses. Okay? I tell you about it and give you an indication of what's happening right now and what you can get behind. Now, with the coins I was talking about yesterday, Coinonat, Renos, Syndicate, Neutron, people got behind it temporarily and then they cashed out. Why? Because the community and the belief was not strong enough that it would last a long time. And as I said, a lot of those coins had no real strong fundamentals. It all comes down to fundamentals and community. If you've got both, you have a great chance of making savage cash. So somebody said to me in my group today, they said to me, I'm regretful of, you know, joining cryptocurrency. Every trade I make, the value goes down. I've not really made huge amounts of money because, you know, the coin always goes down and I make losses. And he was regretful of that. And my answer was this. Basically, cryptocurrency is best played for the long game. Okay, I said this yesterday. I said yesterday that you've got to push through this recession, our cryptocurrency version of the recession. You get a bad period. Everything goes down. Doesn't necessarily look it because there's so much green, but everything goes down. All right, and all your portfolio collapses. It's happened to me. It's happened to the best people I know. Okay, it happens. Okay, that's what happens in cryptocurrency. But that's a day-to-day view. If we look long-term, I mean, looking at some of the prices today, you know, we had Economy at 182. We had IOTA at like 17 cents. We had BAT at 8 cents. We had Steam, 95 cents. We had Stratus at just under $3. So what we're looking at is we are looking at coins temporarily losing value, but they're going to be worth a lot in the future. They are going to be worth a lot in the future. In a year's time, in 2 years' time, the prices of today are going to look ridiculous. And all the people entering cryptocurrency over the coming years are going to look at the prices that we have now and think, my goodness, if only I'd gotten in then. It's a bit like, I don't know, Microsoft, okay? If you'd gotten in at the beginning of Microsoft, now you'd be a rich person. If you'd gotten in at the beginning of Apple, now you'd be a bit rich person. But you need to have the belief and you need to play the long game. It's not going to turn around overnight. You know, things like, you know, coins like Dash took 6-7 months to go from, you know, 1 cent, no, $10, 10 cents or $1 all the way up to $200. Took 6, 7, 8, 9 months. Bitcoin Plus went from, you know, 9 cents to $90, you know, in over a year and a half. Okay. But if you looked at, you know, Bitcoin Plus back in the early days, you got in at 9 cents and it went down to 8 cents or 7 cents, you'd be like, I'm losing money. Or if you got it at $1 and it went down to, you know, half a dollar, you'd be like, oh, I'm losing money all over the place. But if you play the long game, when it goes up to $90, and like Dash did, it went up to $200, when this happens, then all of a sudden you're laughing because you think, oh my God, this was actually a great investment. So you've got to have patience. This is a game that requires patience. Now, even if you got Digibyte, let's say you got Digibyte at 3 cents, 4 cents, and it's gone down to 1 cent, just stick to it, okay? Have patience. Because even if I don't like Digibyte, eventually it's going to go up. And virtually all of these are going to go up over the next 4 months, 5 months, year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. And what you're going to see is incredibly high prices for all cryptocurrencies. And possibly to buy 1 Digibyte in the future will cost you about $600 to buy 1 Digibyte. And they'll be looking back when it was less than a cent, which actually Digibyte got to today. It went just under a cent. So have faith, basically. I'm going to be going away now, but I want to leave you with that. I want to leave you with have faith, because it is a challenging time. And over the course of the coming weeks, next weekend is probably going to all crash again, and the weekend after it's going to crash again. Okay, before April the 1st, August the 1st. So basically, get in there. Even right now, if you see Steam or whatever cryptocurrency you like the sound of, if you see it, accumulate it. The prices are really, really low right now. And if it goes down lower, keep accumulating. You know, because if for whatever reason, something major happens on the week beginning the 25th of July or something, then, you know, all of a sudden prices go up and then you're like, oh, Superman, I've lost money. So, you know, you can't blame me because things happen on a day-to-day basis outside of my control and outside what I can predict, okay? So, you've got to play the long game, look at prices, accumulate it while it's low, because let's face it, a lot of these are dirt low right now, even right now. And then just hold it. Just hold it. Hold it, okay? I've lost a load of money on quite a few cryptocurrencies. Do I look worried? No, because this favours the long game. You know, in June, I looked at my portfolio, looked amazing. July, I look at it, looks terrible. Why? Because the coins have all gone down, but the coins can just as easily go back up, and my portfolio can look amazing again. So, I'm going to leave you with that. And I hope that essentially over the next couple of weeks, I will try and get on if I can, but just don't lose faith. Don't think, oh, I'm going to quit cryptocurrency because I'm losing faith. Just know what goes behind a good coin. Very good technology, stands for something, it solves problems, etc. It's got good names behind it. And the other thing is strong community. It's got a big enough community, a loud enough community, a committed and evangelistic kind of community. It's going to succeed. If it's got both, it's got every chance of being the next big thing. Now, I've got a cryptocurrency. It's still in ICO stage, but it's not going to be at the best price for long. Okay, so if you want to know what that is, essentially join the cryptocurrency investment course, join my community, and you will find out what that cryptocurrency is. And that cryptocurrency essentially offers rewards like a Masternode. It's going to solve a lot of problems. It's got some wicked people behind it, and it is going to make cryptocurrency a game changer. And it's also got a community. It's got me, and it's got the people who are in my community, that are also behind it, and also people outside my community who are also behind it that have invested in it. So if you want to know what that is, just go to the cryptocurrency investment course for $10, and then there we are, done. So thank you for joining me for the last consecutive day of Savage Cash, and I will see you in the next time I do one.